So that's why I'm also passionate about sharing my story now, in the hope that other mums understand that lesson while their children are still younger. And if they package some of their knowledge into a course, they don't have to go out and shoot as much or work as much or put in as many hours with their day job or their business, because they have an asset that can help make them money without them directly exchanging their time for money. So I suppose I've been there, learned the lessons the hard way, and that's why I'm now sharing those lessons in the hope that it changes people's lives.
Yeah. And I think it's definitely something that mothers should look into if they're curious, because as you say, we only have our child's attention in that early stage of their childhood. Your son is 24, he's got his own life, he's off doing his own thing. I'm sure he loves you dearly, but he's not present every day. And you look back on that time with him, and I'm sure that, obviously everything you're doing is for him as well as for you. And you're having to support him, and it's driven by him. And that kind of mama bear, like, urge to protect and look after
Even
him.
now, even
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Well, that never goes away. But you must look back at some stages of his childhood and just think about you were frantically trying to earn and exchanging time for money. And now it's like you've unlocked this sort of secret that actually there perhaps was a way. And it may not be the case that it could have been like that for you because of the way that course creation is quite a new thing. It probably wasn't the case that when he was 2 you could have been doing that. But you understand that there is this sort of peak of childhood where children really need their mums around and they want them around. And actually, if you're in a business where you're exchanging time for money and it's taking you away from your child, this is another avenue that you can have a look at to supplement that income and also just take the pressure off, because
Yes.
the pressure of earning is something that we carry with us all the time.
Yeah, I think what you've said there, that's absolutely it. It's supplementing your income. It doesn't mean that you have to put a course together and suddenly that's all you do or the only way that you're getting paid. You can have it as an asset alongside your business, which is what I did for many years. For the first 3 years, I only had my group shots course. So I was earning a lot of money as a wedding photographer, but then extra money through that course. And then it was only because I saw people struggling in 2020 that I put another course together. So it's looking at it in a way that you don't have to only create a course. You can have a course, and it can even be a smaller course, like a £97 course. Imagine if that sold to 5 people a month and you had an extra £500 coming in every month, if that would change your life. Or if you had a £199 course, let's say a £200 course, and 5 people a month bought that, or let's say 10 people a month bought that, that's an extra £2,000 coming in every single month. That will allow you to have a bit more freedom, a bit more flexibility, the freedom to say no to certain things. Like I remember when Danny was younger, and if he had a school play, I actually turned down a celebrity shoot. I can't remember who the celebrity was, but it was for Reveal magazine. Do you remember Reveal magazine?
Do.
So I shot for them quite a lot in the early days, and I had to say no to them once. It was a celebrity shoot because Danny had I think it was like a Christmas play, and nobody else was going. It was only me. And he was really upset, and I said, "Oh, I've got this shoot." And he said, "Oh, please, Mum, try and make it." And I went to that, to the play, the school play. But because of that, I didn't go to the shoot. And I didn't get that money. And I think at the time it wasn't loads. It was maybe about £400 or something. But also that client never booked me again. They must have then booked the photographer who they booked in place of me. So that was quite a costly thing. And of course, I would always want to be there for my son. But now, if I had a course, well, I would just push the course a little bit to make up that extra income. So it's about having an asset that allows you more freedom in your life, the freedom to say no to the things that you don't want to do or the things that you can't do because you want to go and see your child in a school play.
Yeah,